All right, who am I here with?
I am Kai Rottenberg. I'm a U17 goalkeeper for Queen City Mutiny.
How do you feel about QC Mutiny as a club?
As a club, it is probably the most supportive environment I've ever been in. I joined in the fall, and the second I've joined, it has just felt like one big family. And it's just amazing how Ronnie is running the club and the coaches, everyone there, they just make you feel, you know, how every player I think wants to be felt. They want to be felt a part of the club, and they want to be felt like they matter in a team, not just that they're there to perform and to play soccer, which is obviously great, but the actual team aspect of it and just the welcoming that you get. And since the second I've joined, it's just been nothing but support and just feeling like a family and a group, and it's unbelievable.
Bro, I love that. That was well said, bro. All right, what's your journey been like so far?
I've had, I want to say, a really unusual journey to get to where I am today. I had to move from Asheville, North Carolina, which is about 2.5 hours away from Charlotte, when I was 14 years old, because I joined Charlotte FC's U15s, and leaving your home from an age like 14 and not living with your family anymore and living in a different city is obviously it's a massive step for anybody at any point, but as a 14-year-old, it's different. And then I spent 2 really good years at Charlotte, got to learn a lot, got to be in a good environment where I got to develop. But then at the end of the day, it's just certain things change and you just want different things. And for me, I was looking for a playing opportunity. And that's one thing that Queen City Mutiny has done amazing with, is bringing me in, helping me feel like one of their own, and just giving me that opportunity to go showcase everything that I've had to go through in my journey so far.
I love that. What type of player are you, and what can we expect to see when we watch?
Absolutely. I'm a very passionate player, and anybody on the team will tell you, you can't get me to shut up when we're playing, which as a goalkeeper is part of the job. You have to be constantly communicating. But I think the one thing I do a really good job with is taking it to a personal level. I have a very good relationship with my whole back line, and I think we have a good mutual respect of anything that I'm asking them to do. They know it's out of the betterment of the team. And so I think you're definitely going to see a very loud, passionate player who's just full of life, and you can definitely expect that from me.
I love it. All right, pregame rituals.
Praying. I do a lot of visualization before games. I have a 10-minute video on YouTube that has never failed me. I watch it every morning and listen to it, and I actually visualize what I want to see in the game, what I want to get out of the game, and then just praying. And I do a lot of I read my Bible every morning. I try to get my chapters in, and then just talking to God, asking him for strength throughout the game, for my team, protection over injuries. It's just everything is for his glory, and he's given me the opportunity to play. So it's just all to how I can best represent him.
I love it, bro. How are you feeling about this tournament?
Really good. We had an interesting start. It's hard traveling 8 hours in a car and then playing super early the next morning and in super wet conditions. So it's a big challenge to kind of get used to that flow. So we tied our first game and had a little bit of a rough start, but I feel very confident that going into these next 2 games, we have 2 very good opponents, very well respected, and I think as long as our team does what we know what we can do and what we've been doing and continue to trust in each other and trust in our game plan, then it's going to be no problem. And we're already qualified for playoffs, so this tournament is just a big booster and helps us to learn how to be able to deal with those hard games, how to be able to go into the playoffs in June and with the expectation of, okay, we can fight for something. So as long as we go and do what we know what we can do, there's not going to be a single problem.
Love it. Well said. All right, last one. What are your hobbies outside the pitch?
Absolutely. I love to thrift. I have a little bit of a Depop page I'm trying to build. So I go and thrift, and I find different things I can sell. I love anything to do with fashion. So definitely that. And then I'm a big churchgoer. I love to try to be a part of my community. I'm trying to build a community in Charlotte, living in a different city, but anything to do with my faith, any way I can strengthen that and be able to help as many people grow in theirs as possible. That's why God brought me on this earth. So
Love it.